U.S. Attorney's Office in Washington said Ahmed Bouختالة is now in federal custody. He's the Libyan militia leader suspected in the attack that killed 4 Americans, including Ambassador Chris Stevens. He was brought to the courthouse from on board the amphibious transport ship the USS New York. That's where he'd been held since his capture by U.S. Special Operations Forces outside Benghazi on June 15. The criminal complaint against Bouختالة from the U.S. Justice Department accuses him of killing 1 person in an attack on a federal facility and providing material support to terrorists resulting in death. The charges were filed in July of 2013 but kept under a court seal until this month. Bouختالة will likely be prosecuted in the U.S. criminal justice system. That's in line with President Barack Obama's policy of prosecuting suspected militants captured overseas through the U.S. court system, rather than trying them in the military tribunal system at Guantanamo Bay Prison, which he's trying to shut down. The U.S. Attorney's Office would not say where Bouختالة is being held. Amid sirens and heightened security, the man who allegedly masterminded the 2012 Benghazi attack is whisked away to an undisclosed location to await his criminal prosecution on U.S. soil. Ahmed Bouختالة made his first court appearance on Saturday at a U.S. District Court in Washington, just a few blocks away from the U.S. Capitol. He was charged with conspiracy to provide material support to terrorists resulting in deaths in connection with the attack that killed 4 Americans, including Ambassador Chris Stevens. The Libyan militia leader appeared before Magistrate Judge John Facciola. He was unshackled, keeping his hands behind him as he gave answers through an interpreter. He pleaded not guilty to the terrorism charges. The federal charges were filed against him in July of 2013, but were kept under court seal until this month. Earlier in the day, Bouختálة was transferred into civilian law enforcement custody from a U.S. Navy warship. That's where he had been held since his June 15 capture by U.S. Special Operations Forces in Libya. The transfer to U.S. soil was by helicopter, according to a U.S. official.